Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Donald Trump has won a landslide victory in the Iowa caucuses, cementing his status as the clear frontrunner for the 2024 Republican presidential nomination.
We want to thank the great people of Iowa. Thank you. We love you all.
With 51.1% of the vote, Trump hailed his victory as very special, telling reporters he wants to straighten up the problems of the world.
Thanks so much.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who campaigned relentlessly in the state, has edged out former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley to take a distant second place. Iowa is the first of the state-by-state contests where Republican voters pick their White House candidate. Next up is New Hampshire, and the candidates are heading out there today ahead of the primary next Tuesday.
Together, we have created a movement that I think is going to carry our nation to the next level.
Meanwhile, biotech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy has dropped out of the race and endorsed Mr. Trump.
Whether it's Republican or Democrat or liberal or conservative, it would be so nice if we could come together and straighten out the world and straighten out the problems and straighten out all of the death and destruction that we're witnessing. That's practically never been like this. It's just so important, and I want to make that a very big part of our message. We're going to come together. It's going to happen soon, too. It's going to happen soon.
The US has condemned Iran over ballistic missile strikes on Iraq's northern city of Erbil on Monday night, calling them reckless and imprecise. Iran's Revolutionary Guards said they struck what they called were an Israeli spy headquarters in Iraq's Kurdistan region. Local authorities said 4 civilians were killed and 6 hurt in the attack. Iraq recalled its ambassador from Tehran, condemning the strikes as a blatant violation of sovereignty. There has been no comment from Israel. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has said unification with the South is no longer possible and that the constitution should be changed to designate it the principal enemy. State media reported Mr. Kim also said 3 organizations dealing with reunification would be shut down. South Korea's president said it would respond multiple times stronger to any provocation from the North. The 2 Koreas have been divided since the Korean War ended in 1953. Prosecutors say a suspected Kenyan cult leader is to be charged with murder and terrorism over the deaths of more than 400 people found in mass graves. Paul Mackenzie was arrested in April after the discovery of hundreds of bodies, some of whom were said to have starved themselves to death. Kenyan prosecutors say that he and 94 others will be charged in court in Malindi. The self-proclaimed pastor has denied responsibility for the deaths. Local officials have said about 225 people, including children, have died of starvation in Ethiopia's drought-hit and war-scarred Tigray region since last July. Almost all of the deaths, 209, have been recorded in the rural area of Edgar Abiy, health officials have been quoted by regional TV as saying. In another area, 16 people displaced by a brutal 2-year civil war, which ended in 2022, have lost their lives due to hunger. Tigray officials had previously warned that a famine similar to the one Ethiopia witnessed in the mid-80s, when hundreds of thousands of children and adults died, could be on the horizon. A New Zealand MP has resigned following multiple allegations of shoplifting, which police are investigating. Golriz Garraman of the Green Party is alleged to have stolen 3 items from 2 clothing stores, one in Auckland and the other in Wellington. The former UN human rights lawyer made history in 2017 as the first refugee in the country's government. She once held her party's justice portfolio. Work-related stress made her behave completely out of character, she said. And Succession, Beef and the Bear were the big winners at the Emmy Awards, which took place in Los Angeles.
Kieran Culkin, Succession.
Sarah Snook, Kieran Culkin and Matthew McFadden all took home acting prizes for Succession, while the show also won Best Drama Series overall. Also at the ceremony, Sir Elton John won his first Emmy Award, finally giving him EGOT status. That means he has joined an exclusive club of performers who have won an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar and Tony Award. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.